Hello everyone and welcome back to Crosshatch Puzzles. We're here for another New York Times Daily Crossword Solve. It is Thursday, November 27th, 2025, and today's grid is by Alexander Liebeskind, and who has apparently contributed a handful of puzzles, including a couple of Thursdays, to the New York Times. And it being Thursday, we'll expect a tricky theme and some midweek difficulty for the fill. We can see some circled squares, a couple of them in the grid, and a quite an unusual setup here with this kind of it might be sort of symmetrical about a vertical axis. We'll have to see what's going on. Yeah, let's get solving for today, Thursday, November 27th. This puzzle by Alexander Liebeskind. Feature of a mountain or fingerprint. Feature of a mountain or fingerprint. I don't know what that is. Delhi counter units abbreviated. Delhi counter, what do we have? Grams? But that's not. Ounces maybe? You measure things in. Yabba dabba doo, probably here. Type. A type of type? Maybe something like Ariel. I don't know. Thanos to the Avengers. See their dad. I haven't seen the Avengers. Sorry. Company that's the subject of the documentary The Smartest Guys in the Room. Is that Apple? It doesn't look great. No. Because looking at these downs here, against could be anti or anti. Probably anti here. No, this anti, the other anti means before. Anyway, creamy pairing with fig jam is probably brie. Obnoxious sort could be a boar, maybe. And then this one probably is going to be Enron, then, not Apple. Blank Petrie, first African-American woman to write a million-selling novel, The Street, in 1946. I'm guessing Anne, this T-I-O-N, looks right at the end of this one. Anno Domini, period. Anno Domini is in the year of our Lord, which is the old way of saying the years numbered from 1 onward, now called the Common Era. I mean, no, that's not right. I don't know what they mean by that. It's probably year, I would guess here, a stranger, or something that's stranger, the adjective, comparative adjective there, eerier probably is what we want there. MLB team that awarded a record-breaking $765 million contract to Juan Soto in 2024. That's the New York Mets. What else here? More cold and wet. We probably want an there, maybe. High key question mark. Key. I don't know. Symbols for density in physics. Are these rows? I know that physics uses Greek letters for things. This might be, it might not be. Like some wolfhounds and whiskeys. Lucky scientist, perhaps? I don't know. This is terrible. Actor Idris Elba. Big initials and home security. Oh, what is that company? ADT, maybe? That's a guess. Anxious. Could be edgy. Select as a career. Select as a career. Bound for. Something to. Bound for. Wild scene. Sang to. Serenaded. That would work. Does that help us here? Delhi counter units? No. Wild scene? No. Football offense arrangement that resembles an inverted Y shape. Well, something formation anyway. Bound for. It could be off to, bound for college, off to college, something like that. This looks like it might be ounces. A wild scene could be a zoo, and Thanos to the Avengers could be their foe. Okay, that's fine. Go into. To select as a career is to go into that career. Latin for but, said, I think. If my Latin training serves me correctly. T follower could be you, maybe. If we're looking at letters of the alphabet and particular ways of spelling them. Like nonagenarians, old. This clue has sometimes been clued as like octogenarians, like septuagenarians. Nonagenarians are people in their 90s, also old. Person who's off base, question mark. Off base. I mean, it starts with SEO, and I'm wondering if that has to do with something like SEO optimization, or something is wrong here. That's relatable. I feel that. Maybe this is not you. I feel it. Good person to give a time-consuming project, maybe. A fast worker? T follower. TV like that? No. TP? I'm not sure what they're after here. Low-lying area. Low-lying area. I would have wanted something like a valley or gloomy as an atmosphere. Saint Blank, city on a bay, informally on a bay. What bay? Saint Petersburg, that is on a bay, isn't it? Group that's down on all furs. That's quite a good clue. This is PETA. What does PETA stand for? People for the ethical treatment of animals. Down on all furs, meaning against the fur trade, or not the fur trade, not that kind of fur trade, but against the use of fur in clothing, I guess. Against the killing of animals for fur and clothing. Skincare product thinner than a moisturizer. A serum, maybe? Go after, in a way. Ooh. To sick? Like, to, if you tell a dog to sick 'em, something like that? Oh, no, that's not. Because this is in blank, in utero means developing, as in a child, an embryo. Go after, in a way, could be to sue, to go after someone, sure. Process for a descending spacecraft. Process for a descending spacecraft. I don't know. Gloomy as an atmosphere. This doesn't look right. This may not be right. I'm going to take that out. I'm going to take this out too because I'm not sure about it. Type. This looks like it may be Arial with the L at the end there. This is terrible. Ga or Ba or something. Like some wolfhounds and Irish whiskeys, Irish wolfhounds. That could be the case. Feature of a mountain or a fingerprint could be a ridge. This is terrible. Ga? No. I mean, there's something themey going on here. I just don't know what it is yet. High key. More cold and wet. Rainier? What kind of formation? Inverted Y shape. Lucky scientist. I have to keep going and come back to it. Some citrus desserts, lemon something, lemon tarts maybe. Losers to the Olympians. The Titans, I believe, lost the war there. Let's go with lemon tarts and see if that works. Tread on me. What do you tread on? Treadmill, maybe? I'm not sure if that's right. Coke versus Pepsi and... No, I don't think that's right. Coke versus Pepsi and Apple versus Samsung. I think these were ad wars. Tread on me, maybe a tire then. What about these downs? Cousin of turquoise could be aqua. Disappointments could be... I don't know. C53 down. With 45 down. Hey, hold on. Hey, hold on. Wait, maybe something wait. Check someone's checks. Check someone's checks. Audit, maybe? Yeah, that would work. California's capital in some of its nicknames. Cal, like that. Tosses out. Tosses out. Cal doesn't look right. I mean, Aqua may not be right either. Disappointments. Duds, that could be. Tosses out could be... Complete an impossible task or a hint to reading 3 down answers. Oh, in this puzzle. Complete square the circle. That is a phrase for completing an impossible task. How would that work, though? So maybe this isn't edgy. Square the circle. Square. Like this. So this would make Year of Our Lord. Okay, I get it. So this is actually going to be in the across formation. This is going to be the number 2 is a rebus. A rebus meaning you have more than one letter in a cell here. If you put the number 2 in like this, then this good person to give a time-consuming project maybe becomes a fast worker. But if you square 2, that becomes 4. And then you get Year of Our Lord going downwards. Leave this in for now. And then this could be, anxious could be on edge. And I'm not sure what this is going to be, but 1 squared is just 1, so we can leave that one alone. This is 2 squared. Maybe this one is 3 squared. So let's see what happens if I put 3 in here. So process for a descending spacecraft then would be Earth re-entry. And if you square it and make 9, then gloomy as an atmosphere could be Saturnine, like that. A low-lying area then could be a dale. A lucky scientist, perhaps. We had something like this. I saw something like this, and I don't remember what this is going to be. Is this wishbone formation? So that could be Ga, in fact. More cold and wet could just be rawer, and this could be rose. Discoverer, oh, maybe a veil, not a dale there. And then high key, a key that's high on your keyboard is the escape key. Okay, so discoverer, and I'm put that back into 3 then, so or 3 entry. A person who's off base is a sports, so T follower is TP, I guess, for the home. I don't know what to call it, tent, home kind of thing for some indigenous people. California's capital in some of its nicknames. Its capital's Sacramento, isn't it? It tosses out could be cast, so I guess this is SAC. I've not really heard that, but fine. Center of activity is a hub. Antiques Roadshow Network. This is on PBS, maybe? How about this? Openly gay could be out. Sports top person who's off base. Sports. I don't get this. Russian refusals are niets. Sports top? Person who's off base. Sports top. Shortstop? Tee-hee? Oh. Not TP, but tee-hee. A shortstop is someone who is off base. I mean, I'm not sure exactly what we want there. Is it the fact that they're not a first or second or third baseman? They're not on a base, though none of the base fielders actually play, none of the infielders actually play on the base, unless they're trying to get someone out. Anyway, I think that's what we want there. So far could be yet. Put your pens and pencils down. You could say instead of that, you could just say time. It's time. Time is up. Your test is over. Wait a sec, C53, with 45 down, hey, hold on. This is odd to me because usually they put the clue description in the... Oh, it is in the first part. I'm dumb. I just misread it. Okay. So wait a sec is what we want there. Kerfuffles are adieus. Ship to shore communicators. Oh, I would have wanted... Oh, radios maybe. That's fine. One way to live. I don't know. Greek theater as an Odeon is a type of Greek theater. Ren Fair, Renaissance Fair, medieval themed festival. Big ones might clash, big egos might clash. One way to live, you can live large. Josh's, ribs maybe, if you're sort of like nudging, joking with someone. Essential biochemical process that releases energy in cells. This looks weird. Sing like Ella Fitzgerald is probably scat. Many an early internet user informally, AOLer maybe. Pound signs place, numbers place, hashtags place, sharp sounds place. I don't know which sense of this they want. I don't know. Ouch. I don't know. Vivat blank, long live the king. Vivat rex is the expression there in Latin. Use as one's influence. You can exert your influence. Total brawl could be a melee. Whoops. What is this? Hashtags place in a tweet, perhaps. Ouch could be yow. Krebs cycle. Is that it? That does sound familiar. Let's see if this is correct. Okay, so let's take a quick look again at the theme. So we're squaring the circle. Square the circle is a phrase that just means to complete something that's very, very challenging or figuratively impossible. And what we need to do is in 2 steps here. First, we need to realize that there's rebuses going on in these circled cells. And then we need to realize that the rebus going across is not the same as the rebus going down. Across, we have just the numbers spelled out, 1, 2, and 3, giving us these across entries. Football offense arrangement that resembles an inverted Y shape is a wishbone formation. A good person to give a time-consuming project maybe is a fast worker, and process for a descending spacecraft is Earth re-entry. But however, if we square those to get 1, 4, and 9, then we get our appropriate down entries. Anxious is on edge. Anno Domini period is year of our Lord with 4 in there, FOUR, year of our Lord. And with 9 instead of 3 here, we get Saturnine, which is a word that means gloomy after the planet Saturn, presumably. I don't think it's after the mythological figure. Maybe it is. Maybe it is. I'm not sure. Maybe I'll look that up. Other than that, some good fill in here. I've not seen this before. A feature of a mountain or a fingerprint. That's a really good clue. High key, there's all sorts of... Escape tends to show up in the grid pretty frequently, and I've seen all sorts of really clever clues for it. This one I have not seen, so that's a good one there. I did not know that it was rho that's used as a symbol for density in physics, but I'll keep that in mind. Vale, there's all these little geographical features, vale and dale and valley and glen and all of those that show up in the crossword, and they each have a specific meaning, and I can never get them straight, so I'll have to maybe clarify that as well. Good person to give a time-consuming... Oh, sorry, we did that. I'm not just going through all the things. A couple of Latin clues, Latin for but here, and then vivat rex on the downs. That's good. This one I could have been a number of things, and I got a bunch of them wrong before finally getting that it should be he. Another Roman mythology, Greek mythology clue. Actually, there's a couple of those in here. That one's good. Check someone's checks is a fun clue for to audit. I don't know if it needs the question mark in there because I don't know that it could mean anything else, like really. Tosses out can mean a number of things, so we needed to know that this is sort of to cast out as in of a social circle, perhaps. Wolfhounds and Whiskies being Irish is that's a new one for me. More cold and wet. I'm not sure exactly what we are looking for here for raw. I mean, like if weather is like, you can describe weather as being raw if it's cold and wet, I suppose. It's not a very familiar thing to me, so I'm not sure. What else? Oh, and this ended up being I feel yeah, not I feel it's. That's good actually. I wasn't so happy with I feel it, so I'm much happier with this here. Group that's down on all fours is a great clue for PETA. I still don't 100% understand what they want, how they're calling a shortstop off base, but I think probably one of the explanations that I gave is the right one. This one is tricky only because this symbol could mean any number of things, but in this case it means a hashtag. Put your pens and pencils down is a great clue for time. Anyone who's sat through an exam will recall the proctor saying time, or at least that sort of phrase from sort of cultural, I don't know, references. But anyway, so that is our Thursday puzzle by Alexander Liebeskind. A great theme, great idea for a theme, and well constructed. Some good spanning entries, wishbone formation here, and square the circle. Managed to get, actually, this is only a 15, I think, right? 15 by 15 puzzle, but this, maybe 15 by 16. But this ended up being an 17 letter entry because of the rebus, so that's pretty fun. And some good long ones here as well. Lemon tarts, You of Our Lord. Yeah, a good overall grid. So enjoyed that. I hope you did too. If you did, give it a thumbs up. And if you want to know when I'm posting next, do hit the subscribe button. And hopefully I'll see you the next time here on Crosshatch Puzzles. Thanks for joining me. Cheers.